Hey guys, what's up? Canuck here, and welcome to another PGA Tour 2K21 wishlist video. We talked about the designer last video. We got a lot of great comments with that video of things that people want to see. Some really good ideas that I never thought of, so that's awesome. And today I want to kind of focus a little bit more in on the kind of features and gameplay of 2K21 and hopefully some things that we see. So I've got another 15 here, and I'm kind of rating them on a likely, not likely, and then I've got a few question marks because I'm really not sure. Again, I'm more of a designer, so I love the gameplay, but I prefer design. But if they really improve the gameplay and features, then I'll be all in on playing a lot too. So looking forward to that. So mostly just chatting today. I'll be in the Golf Club 2019 menu here, but probably won't be doing too much. So let's just jump right in. So number one, this is kind of rated going from most important to least important for me, but they're a bit all over the place. But this one is probably guaranteed the most important for a lot of people, especially more competitive players. The swing difficulty really needs to be balanced across all platforms. So for those that are unaware of this, you don't really notice it on the beginner and pro swing difficulties too much, but once you get up to master, when it comes to tempo, I'm not really going to get into the why, but it is a lot more difficult to achieve a perfect swing on some platforms more than others. By far the easiest to play this game is on the PS4. Then it's the PC, and by far the hardest to play on is the Xbox One. Now that's not really fair considering when we are playing in tournaments, if we're not aware of TGC Tours, which we're going to talk about next, it's kind of a way we can play tournaments cross-platform. And right now it's completely unbalanced because at the higher levels, most of the guys that are competitive are PS4 guys. I would say 90 to 95% of the top players all have a PS4. So I'm hoping for the next game, 2K21, that we're able to find a balance, and it is identical in terms of being able to achieve, for example, a perfect swing across all platforms. Now we're bringing in Nintendo Switch too, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, as frame rates and things are going to be different. So really anxious to see how this is going to work out, but I am hoping it is better than what's in 2K19. That's probably my biggest knock on the game. It's so unbalanced, and it's really unfortunate with playing cross-platform tournaments because if you're playing against PlayStation 4 guys, if you're on a PC or Xbox, you don't have too much of a chance. So anyway, that would be my big number one. Number two. All right, so this one, this one's API access for TGCtours.com. So I'm not a big techie guy, so I'm going to try to explain what API access is. But first, let's talk a little bit about what TGC Tours is, if you're not sure what TGC Tours is. So TGC Tours, let me bring it up here. It's right here. Is basically the sole reason I am continuing to play the Golf Club series. It is an excellent, it's third party, so it's not HB Studios or 2K. They don't own this. This was privately created, and it's a way for people to compete with other people of their skill level across all platforms around the world in cross-play tournaments. So what the API does is it's able to somehow take data from the game and put it onto the website. So all your scores and stuff are taken from the game and put onto the website. I have no idea how it works, but for that not to exist, this site wouldn't really work that great. You'd have to input all the scores manually, and that's not something we want to do. For a lot of people, TGC Tours is the main reason why people are sticking with this game. It's got an excellent community. It's been going since the first golf club game. So if you're not sure, please go check it out. You can go through Q School. You get put on the tour that's right for your difficulty level, and you move up and down, and you have your own career. And it tries to mimic the PGA or Euro schedule as much as possible. So it's kind of like a real life career mode. So I don't want to lose this because I have met a lot of people on this. So much has happened on this site, and it would be a shame to not have access and then this site to go away. So we need this. All right. So API access for TGC Tours. Please get it done. I think they will work with TGC Tours. So I'm hopeful that we will be doing TGC Tours for PGA Tour 2K21. All right. Number 3, career mode. So let's talk a little bit about in-game career mode. So not TGC Tours now. With the Golf Club 2019, yes, they have PGA Tour career mode, and I would probably even suspect on HB's side that they may even think that this mode might have been a little bit rushed. It just has that feeling. I've put probably 600-700 hours into this game, mostly in the designer. I have maybe played 3 tournaments in the career mode. I have not even touched it. Okay. It's just, you don't get to play against, PGA golfers. You can edit the names, but it takes forever. And the difficulty, that's the thing I really want to talk about. The difficulty is really weird because if you set it to like normal, you're playing kind of normal course conditions and guys are shooting quote unquote normal scores. But if you crank it up to hard, all of a sudden the course conditions get tougher and the AI starts shooting better. So it's like doubly hard. And then if you go to very hard, you're basically trying to land a ball on a cement driveway and your AI is shooting 56s and 57s. So it was just totally unbalanced. And that just I lost all interest very quickly with that mode. So I'm hoping kind of enhanced difficulty settings and that first of all, AI difficulty and course conditions aren't tied together as one thing. And just a few more options of what you can toggle to really hone in on what you want your career mode to be like. So not sure what's happening there. I put a question mark, but we'll see what happens. More on career mode. This one would probably be a good sticking point for me if I really wanted to continue in this. Is career mode is great, but if you're going to play through the exact identical career calendar, like if you finish one season, then you go to the next season and it's exactly the same, I'm not interested. That would be incredibly boring. We have all of these amazing courses, including user-created courses. I'm hoping, now I understand with licensing and the official tournaments like the Players and what we're seeing in the teaser trailers, obviously those aren't going to be touched. So I'm fine with playing those tournaments over again. But there's clearly lots of other tournaments on the schedule. Let us throw in our own courses. Okay, maybe we can play our own courses or other people's courses. Let us customize our own PGA Tour. I think that would be really neat. So will they let us do that? I'm not sure. But if they just we replay the exact same season over and over and over again, kind of like what they did in this one, I'm probably not going to be interested much longer than a season, to be quite honest. But that's just me. Next, this is the big one, crossplay. Now, we're seeing so many games now being able to play crossplay, so playing against people, PS4 versus Xbox versus PC. I mean, we're able to do that over on TGC Tours, sort of, not live playing against them. But, put all the tournaments together. Maybe we have one big live leaderboard so we can see who's on what platform doing what. Crossplay would be huge. And we've been able to share our courses cross-platform. If I make a course on PC, you can play it on PS4 and Xbox. So why can't I play against opponents that way? Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's a lot harder. I'm not a game designer, but we have so many games now that are switching over to crossplay. But I'm not seeing a lot of signs. I think on the Steam store page, I don't see a crossplay thing selected, which is a bit disappointing. So maybe they'll pull a 180 at the end, but I'm kind of thinking crossplay is going to be unlikely, but I hope I'm wrong. Number 6. This one's maybe a bit of a pipe dream for me. Just some more game modes. Just like I really like playing with buddies in this game, and what I loved about 2019 is them bringing in alt shot, 2-on-2 alt shot. With a few adult beverages. Is a great way to spend a Friday, Saturday night with buddies. So, which is great. But can we get some more modes in there? I mean, there's a whole bunch of different golf modes, or golf games, side bets, things like that are in the game. Hopefully, we can get a few in there. My big dream would be if there could be a way where you could have almost like a little rules creator, almost like a designer for creating side bet rules. I mean, that's probably a pie in the sky dream, but that would be amazing. I'm going to say it's probably unlikely, but this is a wish list, so I'm hoping. But fingers crossed. But we'll see. Number 7. So in the teaser trailer and some of the information that's come out, they've kind of said that you can have all these abilities like swing vision and putt preview and all that stuff, which is cool. If we're a little bit more of an arcadey thing. Putt preview. I don't really know what swing vision is. I think they said swing vision. I can't remember. I should have brought it up. But putt preview. If it was like the Tiger Woods games, you could hold down a button and you could see exactly where the ball was going to go, and that's kind of arcadey and I guess fun. And I'm okay with having that in career modes, but give us the option to turn it off. I'm hoping that's a thing, especially for societies. I mean, things like TGC tours, things like that, we're not going to want putt preview on, I don't think. So just give us the option to turn that off. I think they're going to be able to do that, so I'm guessing that is a likely thing, so hopefully it happens. Now kind of switching a little bit more to the gameplay, and probably the biggest one of the bigger broken things with the game is hazards. So drop zones, things like that. If you put the ball into the water, who knows where it would drop it. Sometimes you were given an option of where to drop it. Sometimes it would fire you back at the tee. It would not follow the rules of golf as to where you would drop the ball. It would just, who knows where you would drop it. So straight up, that just needs to be fixed, and I think they'll fix that. Number 9, right, switching back to gameplay. It would be cool to have lobbies, like a lobby system in multiplayer. Now, I will tell you, the online matchmaking, I don't even know where it is. There it is. Again, I have not played one online multiplayer match, for reasons I'll get into later on the next point, I think. But lobbies would be kind of cool. I know matchmaking is kind of the new thing, and lobbies are kind of outdated. But I think for a golf game, they would definitely still work. Just being able to see, okay, who's playing, what's the game mode, and what course are they playing? Oh, maybe I want to join in on this. So I don't know. Be kind of neat. I'm thinking it's unlikely, as it's probably kind of considered an outdated system of multiplayer, but we'll see. Number 10. Oh, I think I saved the other one till later. Whatever. Should have organized this better. Back to gameplay then. Better spin mechanics. So, kind of the weird thing with this game. Ball doesn't spin very much. With your wedges, you get maybe a bit of spin, but you're not getting a lot. I'm hoping we get some better spin mechanics with the new game. It's got to be an improvement on what we have now, and I think that's likely. I think they probably acknowledge that, and we'll see a little bit more spin. I'm hoping. 11. More John. Now, who's John? John's our super relaxed Canadian commentator, who maybe people love him or hate him, can't stand him sometimes. I personally like him. I just think he's funny, but I turn him off pretty quickly because his lines get recycled quite a bit. But I don't want John to leave. I know we've got in the career mode, we've got Rich Beam and Luke Elvey doing the commentary there, but I think John's probably still going to be doing kind of the casual games, and hoping he gets more lines. I mean, I love when he says Thor's hammer, hitting it with Thor's hammer, but Let's get some more John lines in there, and I think we will because I love John, but I don't know. Do you guys love John? We'll see. Okay, number 12. No attribute based gameplay. So this one, I do not want to see the whole, as you get better, you earn experience and level up your guy. Okay, like 2K does with like my player and stuff in the NBA, for example. I don't want to be able to buy pants that can help hit my golfer hit at 350 yards. I don't want any of that. I just want a straight up golf game. Now, I think I saw in an interview that this is confirmed that there is going to be no attributes based gameplay. All the clothes and options are going to be just aesthetic. They're not going to be related to any attributes, which is excellent. So I think this has been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure this is likely. So I hope it stays the same. Okay, this one, more swing difficulty options. So right now we have in 2019, we just have beginner, pro, and master. Maybe a couple more in the middle, kind of in between beginner and pro and master. Maybe 5 might be a sweet spot. Or, maybe it's like you can really toggle the difficulty. Maybe it's like on a 1 to 100 scale. I've been playing a lot of Super Mega Baseball 3 lately, and it's got a difficulty level where you can kind of just change it between 1 and 100. So if 50 is too hard, you can go to 52, or 50 is too easy, you can go to 52. Maybe a system like that. I'm not sure how that would work in a golf game, but I don't know. Maybe just more difficulty options. Maybe just more than the beginner, pro, and master. Not sure what they're going to do here. 14. Make the game harder at higher difficulty levels. So now some new people to the game are probably thinking, because this game is a learning curve at the beginning, and it is quite difficult. And you might be thinking, why would I want to make this game harder? For really the top competitive guys, they are able to dial in their master clubs. They've got, they know exactly what the wind's going to do. They know exactly what each condition's going to do. All they got to do really is do some math, hit their usual perfect shot, and it's going to land exactly where they want it. Now, obviously it's hard to, say make a game hard. There's always going to be people that are going to be playing it a lot and mastering it. But if there could be a golf game where like I feel like I could play my heart out after being a fairly experienced and shoot like a 63, and that'd be amazing. That'd be incredible. But I find even, me, I'm decent. Like on TGC tours, I'm kind of second, third tier, third skill level tour. And I can usually shoot 8 or 9 under, usually with very little effort. So I don't know, maybe at higher difficulty levels, make it really tough. Okay, make it hard to get that perfect, harder than it is right now. Now that may infuriate some people, or maybe not make it harder, but just make the off-tempo ones a lot more harsh. I don't know, something like that. Not sure what they're going to do here either. I realized I forgot one, but I'll say it at the end. And this one, 15, this was kind of related to number 12 in terms of the attributes-based gameplay. It's just, I hope HB just sticks to their roots with the golf club. The golf club was unique because it was a golf game that didn't rely on the crazy arcade kind of Tiger Woods style golf. And I think that was refreshing for a lot of people. I think some people are worried now. It's switching to 2K, and people are worried it's going to start getting in, go into that more arcadey sense. But I think they're going to stick to their guns here and keep it as realistic as they possibly can. As I think that's a big selling point for people. If people want that super arcadey golf, I mean, there are still other games on the market where you can do that. But for me, I like my golf games difficult. That might not be everybody. And the one thing I was going to add, I don't think it's not here, but it has to do with the matchmaking. And just adding some more courses. I think that's what's turned a lot of people off with matchmaking. It's just with all the courses you can play, it just gives you such a limited amount you can play. I don't even think they have all the HB official courses you can play on there, which just for a game in which it boasts over 100,000 courses, only being able to play a few in matchmaking just doesn't make sense. Now, I understand, you don't want to play the super terrible courses. Like you go head to head against somebody and he picks his auto-generated course that he spent 3 minutes on. Like, I don't want to play that. But, give us 50, 100 courses. That would be, and then rotate them through. I mean, I think that would keep people definitely happy and engaged for a long period of time. So that's it. What do you guys think of my list? I definitely missed a bunch of stuff. But let me know in the comments below. And keep your eyes open for more content with 2K21. I'll still be doing some 2019 content as well as we wait for the new game. So that is it for me, and we'll see you next time.